I think it's important to know how to say no. You hear this all the time. That matters because that's really just an execution of these are my priorities and these aren't my priorities. That's an act
Right.
like actively sorting for your priorities. And it's really hard to do that when everybody's trying to pull you in every direction and things look shiny all over, right? So being able to say no and then getting down to those core things that you have to move on and then prioritizing those, right? And what is my P0? What could happen next? And is there somebody on my team that can take that and support that? We have an incredible, small, but talented team, and many of them will do that, right? So I just called on our chief operating officer, her name is Stephanie Castro. And I said, hey, listen, we have this massive project coming down the pipe. I think you're the person to lead this. I'll bring you up the learning curve and I'll be there at your side, but this is going to be your P0. And lucky enough, fortunate enough, timing wise, and, great team, great culture that we can attract the Stephanies of the world and have really powerful problem solvers next to us so that we can scale off some of these hats to others. But that's a really, really hard problem.
Thank you. Um, I really appreciate the challenge of prioritization. I remember when I was a CEO, I had a coach for a very long time. And I remember one session where I showed my coach my to-do list. It was very long. It was very aggressive. And I was proud of it because of all the things I was going to accomplish. There were probably 17 things on it. And she said, Glenn, narrow it down to 3. And I looked at her like, you don't know how to run a business. You don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And, and she forced me to narrow it down to 3. And that was such a powerful moment for me because frankly, I realized I'm probably not going to get 14 of those done. Not with the resources I have today. So I need to change my approach. I need to focus on those 3 things that are most important. And I probably need to expand the ability of my team to get those other things done. So I love that example.